Welcome everyone, this is Eric Wooldridge of the Additive Guru channel. We're going to quickly show you a tutorial today on creating more complex lofts with Fusion 360. So hopefully you'll find this pretty useful in more of your exotic creations. So get your Fusion fired up and let's get started. Alright folks, in this video I'm going to run you through a tutorial on creating lofts along a curve with holes along a curve and kind of guide you through that process of the logic of a loft. So what we're going to do is we're going to create something like this. It's not a very big part, just a few millimeters, and I'm going to step you through the process. So start off with, I'm going to create a new design just for us to work with. And I'm going to turn my origin on as you see right here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is create a curve to kind of work from. You could start off with the top and bottom profiles, but we're going to start off with a curve first. So I'm going to hit new sketch and I'm going to just click on this one and I'm just going to draw a spline that runs from say here, zoom in a little bit, goes down, has a couple of bumps and comes to there. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for that sketch and I'm going to stop. So the next step is to actually create planes up here and down here for me to work on. So I'm going to go and construct a plane along a path. I'm going to click this endpoint here and it automatically knows that I want a perpendicular sketch plane to there. I say OK. And I'm going to construct another one up here and we're good. So now I have two planes at each end, which is crucial for the creation of a loft. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually sketch the two ends. The end that's going to be on here. I'll go ahead and do both holes, the inside out, and I'm going to make an ellipse down here to kind of make it more of a tapered shape. So I'll start off with sketching at the top. Here we go. Make sure that I'm kind of orbiting around to make sure that I'm click on the right place. We'll say it's going to be about that big, and we'll draw another circle to represent the hole. It doesn't really matter on sizes right now. I'll hit stop and I'm going to do the same thing here, another sketch down here, shifting my view around just a little bit to make sure that I'm drawing it where I think I am, which is crucial with this. Ellipse over there, maybe I'll hit that or try that again, ellipse there, and another one perhaps there and there. I could have also used the offset command here too. So what I've created is a shape to work this way. Now you'll notice that I created both my shapes along the center line of this axis, which is fine. However, just so you know, lofts often have a hard time with that. So what I'm going to not do is actually use this center line. I'm going to use it. I used it to create the sketch planes, but I'm actually going to create some new curves to work with this. So check this out. I'm going to now sketch, whoops, delete that one. I'm going to now sketch on this plane and I'm going to let it know that there's some specific geometry that I want. And I want to go down from sketch, click on project include, and I'm going to click on here and here, and I want to click on here and here to make sure that I have some locking points that are on the edges of these circles, not in the center, on the edges. So I hit that and now I have all these points I can click on, and while I'm here I'll go ahead and make some other splines. I'll just go from there to there and to there, and then I'll just make another one that says it's going to be from there to there, maybe to there. And we'll do one more on the back and we'll just use it from here to here to here down to here. Now what I'm creating are guide rails to help get the loft to work in the way that I want it to. Again, we are going for a shape that looks like this, and so these guides are typically on the perimeters of our creation, not in the center. So I hit stop sketch and now we're going to give it a try. We're going to do one loft right off the bat. And I'm going to click on here and say this is my first profile, this is my second, and it obviously wants to help me create the loft, but I want to give it a guiding. So I'm going to click on the add a rail here and I'm going to click on this first line and you see what it did? It now guides the loft. But I want to have a little bit more control, so I'm going to add another rail on this back one. And now I have a great feature of loft. But you'll notice there's no hole down the middle. Don't get too tore up about that, because what you'll find is the less complexity of the loft in terms of holes, the easier it is to create it. I can always come back and just do the following. I'll create another loft. And I'll have to turn some sketches back on to make sure I can see everything. There we go. I might even turn the bodies off. There we are. And turn that other sketch back on. So now I want to do a loft. I'm going to choose this profile and that profile. And I need to make sure my other sketches are back on too. So now I'm creating a profile from here to here. And I want to use this line right here, this one right here my cursor's on, to be my guide. So I select this one, choose this line, and let's see what happens. Looks like I have too many profiles, so let me kill some profiles out of here, because it doesn't like it. Let me set the cancel. Let's exit out, turn this body off, and turn all the sketches back on. There we go, try this again. So try the loft, and I want this profile, I want this profile, and I want a guide to be this one. There we go. Now you see that it is guiding that. So I'm making another loft, except I'm not going to make a new body. I'm going to change it to a cut. And I got to turn the bodies back on. There it goes. And here we go. Now it's cut down through. And so those are the steps. So you see what I actually had to do is I had to make a lot of lines here, a lot of sketching lines. So the first one was the one that just helped me create the center, the actual sketch planes. The second one was the one that helped me get the outside profile to work with it. The back one was the one that helped me get, let me sketch some of these out while I'm talking about them. The back one here was the one that helped me create a little bit bigger, more smooth transition. So I used these two to create my first loft. Then I turned around and used another sketch of the hole inside and this one to create my other loft that was going to be a cut from the main. As a result, we now have what we want, and I can turn all those sketches back off. I don't know why I just didn't do it there. And we have the body we can play with. Now, here's the best part about doing all this. Once you've done that, then you can go back. You can go back and adjust the shapes of your creations by saying, let's say I want to edit this sketch. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. I'm wanting my line sketches. There we go. And I can toy a little bit, since these are splines, with these shapes. Maybe a little bit there, maybe not such a deep flare there, and maybe make this wall be a little bit more continuous or constant all the way there. And hit sketch, close it, and we now see that my loft has updated, and I have a hole through it along a path that even transitions shapes from ellipse to a circle at the top. So anyway, those are the guiding principles for the process. Sometimes lofts can be very, very tricky, very annoying. What I have found is try not to do too many steps at once with a loft, and make sure that your guides are on the perimeters of your profiles, not in the center. It doesn't like center profile or guides, it likes external guides. So make sure you set those up correctly and use your project geometry. Also, don't forget that the ability you can construct planes that are perpendicular to curves very easily using the plane along a path tool. Very handy feature. So anyway, there's a quick little video for you. Hope you found it useful. And as always, thanks for watching the Additive Guru channel. Check out some of our other videos or our social media pages. Hopefully we can have something on there that you'll find useful. We'll see you.